Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jake with Fitness Insider coming at you guys with another good one today. But first, as always, hit that subscribe button, join the family, man. I would love to have you. Much appreciation to everybody who has been subscribing and leaving positive comments and getting involved in the conversations in the comment section. You guys are what this channel is all about. I appreciate you guys. You guys are my people. Anyways, guys, let's get into this thing. I've made quite a bit of Arnold Classic 2020 videos, and I'm going to continue doing that. It's basically almost like a mini-series at this point. I am super stoked about it, so I'm going to do as much coverage as I can. But I noticed that I've been favoring a lot of the bigger names, and I want to try to cover some of the... they're all big names, but I want to cover some of the guys I've kind of been neglecting, so we're going to do that in this video. But also, we are going to touch on some of those bigger names, and first... Of course, we have another one from Sergio Oliva Jr., which right here you can see. My God, dude. This dude, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, every time I see this guy, I am more and more and more impressed. And the problem is, I don't want to overhype him because, basically because, like Dennis James and Rolly Winkler and a lot of these guys that just... carry so much mass, you know, they look amazing in gym photos, okay? And then both of those guys are amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, both of them, I'm pretty sure Dennis James had a 4th place finish in the Olympia. Rolly Winkler could win the Olympia if he came in with crisp conditioning. I mean, hell, he took 3rd place in the Olympia next to Sean Roden and Phil Heath, and a lot of people think he should have placed 2nd. Some even think that he should have won that year. So, I mean, Rolly Winkler is amazing. But I am just saying that these guys and many others, they post up photos going into the show that they're prepping for looking insane. And then when they show up day of the show, you know, things are not quite what they seemed. So I'm just, you know, I'm posting these things up because they're amazing. And Sergio Oliva Jr., man, I'm not saying he's going to show up and do amazing, but I have a feeling this is going to be the best Sergio we've ever seen. I've never seen Sergio look this crazy. So, yeah, man, I'm not trying to hype him up, but I am definitely hyped about seeing how this guy is going to look because he just looks incredible, man. It's almost as if this dude, like, doubled his potential in the last year or two, like, a year or two ago, I thought he was like a decent bodybuilder. And now I think this guy might be a future contender for the title, you know, if he continues to keep making these massive gains. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But check out this video I want to show you. So Sergio doing shoulders right here, man. You can really tell he's put on some serious size. And he's just looking insane right now. He looks very full, but yet... very diced too. He looks very conditioned, and yeah, man, he has a very good look right now. Everything looks full. He doesn't seem to have many weaknesses, and I know he has legs from how he's competed before. But look at this right here. It says 11 days out, and he's 280 pounds. Now, obviously, the last week or two, like he's gonna still drop some weight, but. Yeah, he's looking to be right on course to be one of the bigger guys on stage. I didn't know Sergio was that big, so yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see how he looks. And next we got Akeem Williams. Now, Akeem Williams, he's one of those guys that has insane genetics, man. He has such a good structure, man. If you've ever watched this guy compete, he has huge, full muscle bellies, man. Kind of high lats-ish. Nothing like bad, you know. But he is a damn near. I don't want to say a damn near perfect structure, but man, he has so much mass and the 3D muscle effect, and everything's just crazy looking on this guy. But like a lot of other bigger bodybuilders, the one thing I think that holds him back is the crazy conditioning. And I'm telling you guys, man, if Akeem comes in with sharp conditioning, he's gonna be a problem for most people on that stage. A lot of people thought that this guy had serious potential in really any lineup. And I still believe that. I think he just needs to, you know, figure out how to come in like super, super sharp, and then he's going to be a serious contender. So we'll just have to see how he looks here. I'm hoping we're going to see a very good Akeem. Okay, guys, and perhaps the biggest story in today's video is about Josh Lenartowicz, and he has revealed pretty much in detail some of the problems with the health issues he was going through and through physique updates. So this is huge, man. I've been really wondering how Josh has been looking. He hasn't been posting too much about his physique, and now we kind of know why. But anyways, let's look into this, right? So looking at this picture, he seems to be looking very conditioned. His muscles have nice separation. His quads are fully separated. Yeah, he looks amazing. He has all the mass in the world. He's always been a massive bodybuilder. I don't know his weight, but I imagine he's next to Ramy. He's probably going to be the biggest guy on that stage, so he has no problem with the mass. If he comes in sharp, he's going to be a real threat to pretty much everybody in the lineup. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to beat people like Big Ramy and William Bonac, but, you know, could he place third or fourth? Absolutely, if he comes in very sharp. But check this out right here. So this is pretty heartfelt and inspiring. So he goes. If you would read this Instagram post, he goes into detail, basically talking about how he had issues with the surgery and some things like seizures and whatnot afterwards, and a lot of issues that came from the medications that made his body kind of balloon up to the first picture right there. I think that was January 1st of this year that he said. Then he said in 28 days, he transformed into the middle picture. And then he went even farther, and then 1 month after that is the one all the way to the right. So that's incredible. In 2 months, this guy went from looking very off-season to looking ready to step on a stage. And he basically makes it sound like he's not done yet, that he's going to look much better than this when he gets on stage. And I've seen Josh looking super conditioned, and he could really place very high in the show, and I really hope so, man. After everything that he struggled with, you know, it would be amazing to see him, you know, come back and just have one of the best performances that he's ever done, and, you know, rightfully placed somewhere high in that top 6. So, you know, I hope the best for the guy, and I think he's gonna do well. All right, guys, and moving right along, we're going to talk about Max Charles. Now, Max Charles definitely has potential to really come in looking amazing. I'll be the first to say, look, I'm not about talking trash or putting anybody down. All these guys are amazing bodybuilders. I mean, to be an IFBB pro, you have to be top genetic. You have to really be top of the top in genetics. And then to be a champion among those guys, you have to be like premium genetics, okay? So all these guys are champions, right? They're all amazing. So, but I just want to say that because I don't think Max Charles is going to hit top 6 here. But that doesn't mean that he can't place very well. Does he have the potential to maybe take something like 6th place? Sure. You know, he's a phenomenal bodybuilder. He has a lot of muscle mass, and he looks really good when he's very crisp conditioned and whatnot. But this lineup is really, really deep, man. It's super stacked, and we have a lot of huge names. The top 3 is almost cemented in place with Dexter Jackson, William Bonac, and Big Ramy. Then you just got a surplus of other bodybuilders that are all looking amazing, like Josh Lenartowicz and whatnot, right? Patrick Moore, Steve Kuklo. You know, there's a lot of other guys that are right there. So can he do well in this show? Absolutely. But I don't predict he's going to be top 6. So we'll have to wait and see. I am looking forward to see how he looks, because he definitely has a lot of potential. And if he's made some improvements, man, you know what? Maybe he could prove me wrong. And I hope all these guys do amazing, you know. I'm trying not to be biased here, so I really hope he comes in looking amazing. All right, guys. So basically, somebody actually commented on one of my videos, and I think they requested that I talk more about Classic Physique. And hey, I'm all for that, because I am a huge fan of the Classic Physique division. So let's get into this a little bit. So Classic Physique 2020 for the Arnold Classic. I predict that Steve Lorius is going to win that pretty convincingly. I mean, look at this guy. He looked amazing the last time he competed at the Arnold. I think he looks phenomenal here. I really think he's going to win this in a convincing fashion. His quads look amazing. His taper is crazy. He has probably the tiniest waist I've ever seen. And then going into nice flared out lats and massive arms. Excuse me. He looks phenomenal. The only guy I think on that stage in this competition that's going to give him any trouble might be Terrence Ruffin. But you know, I really do think that Steve's going to win this pretty easy. He just looks phenomenal. He looks in condition, and he's put on a large amount of size and mass since the last time I've seen him. So I think this is going to be a pretty easy win for the guy, and I'm happy for him because he truly has been like all eyes on him ever since he kind of hit the scene. Everybody knows the guy has genetics and he has the talent and the structure for this thing. So, yeah, he might be a solid contender in the Olympia this year. Now, do I think he could beat somebody like Chris Bumstead or Brian Ansley? It's hard to say. I'd almost have to see him standing next to those guys with the new mass that he has. But Bumstead is going to be a hard guy to beat. Bumstead is almost perfect for the Classic Physique. But as you can see here, man, this guy has a back, and that's something that Bumstead is still bringing up. So it would be nice. It would be nice to see these guys stand next to each other. But yeah, I have a lot of faith that this guy is going to be a huge component of the Classic Physique in the future. He's definitely going to be one of the biggest names in the division. Okay, guys, and the last story that I got for you guys is a pretty short one, but it is the newest video that Big Ramy posted to his Instagram of him working out legs, and he just looks insane here, guys. You can see the size that he has and his hamstrings and his legs in general, and then at a certain angle here, you're going to see how crazy his V-taper is. I mean, look at that. And then on top of that, you can see the shoulders and the separation in the arms, even through the sweatshirt. So Big Ramy just, as I've said before, he appears to be putting everything he has into the show, and he has it all on the line. As I've said already several times, I'll say it again, I definitely think Ramy's going to win this show, and I cannot wait to see how insane this guy looks. You know, there's been a couple people that say they know him personally, and they say he looks insane in person. So I'm super stoked about that, guys. But anyways, to everybody that made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Thanks for hanging around, guys. I'll see you on the next one.